Ohio Attorney General Richard Cordray has filed a lawsuit against Standard & Poor's, Moody's, and Fitch. Three companies his office said, quote, are responsible for providing accurate credit ratings of investments. Cordray filed the complaint on behalf of 5 Ohio public employee retirement and pension funds. The Attorney General joins us now on the phone with the latest First on Bloomberg interview. Mr. Attorney General, welcome to Bloomberg News.
My pleasure.
Sir, what exactly does this lawsuit allege?
We allege that Standard & Poor's, Moody's, Fitch, the leading credit rating agencies, offered inaccurate evaluations of financial products known as mortgage-backed securities, and that their failures and misconduct in this regard damaged Ohio's pension systems and our deferred comp plan to the tune of in excess of $400 million.
Mr. Attorney General, you say the case was filed on behalf of 5 Ohio public employee retirement and pension funds. Did they contact you or did you contact them?
We have mutual discussions back and forth constantly. They were very concerned about this issue from the moment I took office in January. We have investigated it carefully and concluded that there is a very significant lawsuit here and significant losses suffered by those entities that we're seeking to recover with the action today.
What kind of damages in particular are you seeking to recover? More than that $400 million you feel you described earlier?
What we have at this point is a preliminary analysis. We've worked pretty carefully with our funds to estimate their losses. Our current estimate is $457 million. It is possible that that will change over the course of litigation. In fact, very likely could change. But we know that there are substantial losses, and we believe there was misconduct that led to those losses.
What changes do you want to see in the ratings agency industry overall?
I think the rating agencies began as an attempt to create impartial, neutral, objective assessments of instruments that investors could rely on. However, we feel that in the course of the earlier part of this decade, the mortgage-backed securities market got so hot, the competition among the rating agencies was so fierce that they, in the end, were working with the issuers to structure, package, promote, and facilitate the sale of these products for very lucrative fees that we think affected their judgment, and they gave public credit ratings that were not accurate to the knowledge that they had behind the scenes.
Mr. Attorney General, as part of overall financial regulatory reform, do you think that an action such as this will get the attention of lawmakers on Capitol Hill?
I think it's another brick in the wall. I think that lawmakers are concerned about these issues increasingly. I think that the SEC and the federal regulators are now more actively on the job. But I do think that states continue to have a role to play to the extent we feel that our investors and retirees were damaged by violations of the law. It is absolutely a classic part of the system that we're all fighting to save, that there should be accountability and there should be compensation for losses.
So overall, Mr. Attorney General, what are your thoughts on the financial system reform regulation moving its way through Washington right now?
It's kind of a moving target. One of the things that concerns state attorneys general is that there has been some effort by some to bargain for a federal agency at the expense of state enforcement authority. We don't agree with that. We agree with the Obama administration, whose outlook consistently has been we can supplement each other's efforts. We can work together cooperatively to regulate the markets in a more sensible but more aggressive way. And that's what we would like to see come out of this.
Mr. Attorney General, is this something that's going to have to be a state-by-state affair, or would you prefer some sort of federal intervention, federal regulation on the books?
Well, there's two different pieces of it. One is what we're doing to change the industry going forward so that what has happened here does not happen again. Certainly, federal regulators and the federal Congress are going to be instrumental in making sure that that occurs.
Right.
But we also have losses going backwards. We have investors and retirees who were hurt by what was done, and we're seeking compensation for them. And that's also been a classic part of the security system and the state blue sky laws going back to the early part of last century.
And, sir, in about 20 seconds, you also say that police and firefighters have been harmed by this as well.
Teachers, non-teaching school employees, police, firefighters, these are all the people vested in our pension systems who have been harmed by this conduct.
The Ohio Attorney General Richard Cordray joining us on phone in a First on Bloomberg exclusive. Mr. Attorney General, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.